Last time on Cryptopolis, we made the rest of our mechanical extruders. We made the improved blast furnace, and we made a bunch of steel. The last thing that we did was we created our first immersive engineering machine, the crusher, and we started crushing things down like the redstone shards and stuff that we get from the nether shards over here. I have since then crushed down quite a bit of stuff. I've crushed down a bunch of tin and aluminum and lead, glowstone, stuff like that. I am going to crush down a bit more of this stuff as we start today's episode. Let's get that going. Now, looking into the quest lines that we have, I did complete some stuff in the Now We're Talking quest line. I created all of the different things here. I've got nether quartz and fluorite and lapis and glowstone. You saw the glowstone over there in the squeezer, I believe. It's not in that chest. You know, I made just enough actually to turn it into the chapter challenges right here. 64 of all of this stuff. I did also finish the steel ingot quest as well in the chapter challenges. We have made significant progress getting all the way down to where we need to start making the ores. We can then make fluid pipes. We've already made bronze, but we can do this again. We can make energy pipes, which we're going to be doing very, very shortly. So we need the squeezer. That will allow us to get the hop graphite dust, which will get us to the hop graphite ingot, which will get us to the graphite electrodes, which will allow us to mess around with the arc furnace. Eventually, we're going to need these machines. The mixer is going to be what's going to get us into things like gold. Right here, these tier 3 lavas. There's the mixer. Yeah, it says tier 3 lava can only be obtained through Immersive Engineering's mixer. The sawmill, like, we need to build it for the quest, but I don't know if we need to use it 100%. The press could get rid of our create press, but we do need to build the squeezer, and off camera I have made all of the different items that we need. Every single one of them was in this chest. That is why most of those quests are complete outside of actually building the machine. Eventually the arc furnace is going to go right here in this location. And so I think we're going to start building machines down this way, leaving a 5x5x5 area for the arc furnace. And we do want to leave a gap. Before we go build those machines, I do want to go ahead and get a couple of blocks of redstone. And then I believe something like that. Let's do this. Let's get some redstone shards. I believe it's this. This. Like that. There we go. That's going to make us some energy pipes, which we can automatically get rid of the LV connectors and stuff that we were using last episode. So we got our engineer's manual out, and I'm going to start off with working on the sawmill. So we're going to need some light engineering blocks down the side. We're going to need some steel scaffolding here. We're going to need some sheets there. Looks like we need that there, and then we need one of our heavy engineering blocks. Now, some of these things were quite a recipe. The heavy engineering blocks required steel, sheet metal, steel, mechanical components, bronze. Bronze was made by crushing down copper and tin, and then we can craft it and then smelt it. Yep. The steel components were made very similar to the iron components right there in the engineer's workbench, so it was a relatively simple machine. But as you can see, things get a little complicated. Not that. We need redstone engineering block. We then need... what was it? The heavy engineering block here. Does that look right? And then we need 4 conveyor belts. And I think we need to make them face the same way. And then it showed us hitting the engineer's hammer on this piece of sheet metal right here. Really? Yeah, that actually mattered that these were facing that way. So there is the sawmill. I'm not, let's see, power goes here. And power is there. So first things first, we're going to start running some power. I actually need... You know what? We're going to need to actually make a few more of these alternators before we get crazy with the power and stuff. I think what I want to do is I want to go underneath and create like a platform underneath the base, and we're going to start setting up alternators after we build all the machines. We'll do that first. I think I'm going to set an alternator on that mechanical arm there, that steam engine, this one over here, and those guys up there. This way we're maximizing our capabilities. Next we're going to build the mixer, which shouldn't be too bad. None of this is really too bad. It's simple following these directions, right? So redstone engineering block like that, and then it is that guy, and then it should be one more layer, which is a steel here and scaffolding, or fence rather, right there, and that should be it. Yes. Nice. Mixer. So this is going to be the thing that makes the most stuff for us, and I think I'm going to move this guy over by 1 block. Yeah. And then we need the squeezer. The squeezer is another 3x3. These are all... Let's see here. Maybe what we'll do is I'll have the squeezer over here in this corner, and then I'll move the sawmill over to here, and I'll move the crusher next to it, and then have the arc furnace this way. They're all in a line. Yeah. One thing that I love about the engineer's hammer is it can be used to rotate blocks, which is pretty nice. I don't... Yeah, I don't like that, so maybe... Oh, of course it's gonna make a liar out of me. Anyway, you can rotate blocks, though. Just not the way I was trying to do, so we're gonna have to put the piston like that, because it has to face down. But with that being done, it should be a pretty simple... Redstone engineering, da-da-da-da-da. Let me do this again. Okay, this is the front like this. Ah, I see what I did. I see what I did. need to do like that, and then we need to do like this. That should work. Yeah, there we go. So what's nice about this is if I don't like the way this is right now, if I don't like how this is sat here, you know, we can change it. I do want to change this guy and then move these guys. And the only thing we have left to put is the metal press, which I'm not 100% sure where I even want to put that, but let's get this thing moved real quick. We've got all the machines set up. I moved the crusher over here, and we have the sawmill and stuff over here. I left this chest for now, and I put the metal press back here just temporarily. And what we need to do is we need to create a little bit more power. So to do that, what I need to do is I actually need to create more mechanical crafters because we've used up all the mechanical crafters that we have. And I want some alternators. I want 4 more of these alternators, so I need 4 more of these electron tubes, which means I need 4 more of these rose quartz, which means I need 4 red dye, 4 pink dye, and 4 null shards, which I should have. Should have the iron sheets that I need. We need sandpaper, which we've got, and we should have pink and red dye in here. I have exactly 4 and exactly 4. So this shouldn't be too bad. We just got to go over to the mixer. Computer is struggling with all of these moving parts. I'm going to tear this guy and the crushing wheels down. Basically everything to this gearbox over here is going to go away, including that alternator. I want to move the chest that has the crushed items in, but I don't want those items to go everywhere, so we're going to make this cardboard box to help us, and we're going to place that on here. We are going to then break this. We are going to carry this cardboard box and all of its contents and set it right here, and then a shift right click will remove it. We can then use the engineer's hammer to turn the chest around, so that the opening is facing us, and that's perfect. I'm also going to start crushing coal coke blocks. So that is a neat little thing. I'm going to put this in this chest here. I'm going to probably grab myself another chest and dump the rest of this immersive engineering stuff. I know some of it I don't need, like the conveyor belts. That's not part of the arc furnace. But for now, it's all gonna go away. Because we're about to, like I said, tear down some create stuff. I don't want that in there. I probably want this in here so I don't lose it. And we got our mechanical crafters set up, which is really nice. And now what I need to do is look at this recipe for the alternator, and I need to make 3 more. I said 4 more, but I need 3 more of these guys here. I have enough andesite alloy. I probably have enough iron rods. Don't. I do. So I have 3 iron rods. I have the andesite alloy. I have the iron sheets. What I need to make, I need to make 3 more of these electron tubes, which means I need to make more dye, which means I need to grab more, like that. That's going to give me exactly 4 pink. And then we'll do that. It's fine. We'll make 4 of them, even though we don't need 4 of them. And I think there's a better way. There is not. Pestle and mortar. Or the mixer. I thought maybe we could use the mixer from immersive engineering, but we can't. Well, we have all of the things that we need. Should just be some beeping in the background. But it should be something like that. It should be the iron plates. And then the andesite alloy. Perfect. I did learn that there is like a thing you could put right here to stop, like have a 9x9 recipe or whatever, and only use this bit of it. A few episodes ago we were contemplating that, and yeah. Anyway, we figured it out. I'm gonna make the rest of these, and we're gonna get some power moving. We have our 4 alternators set down. I've got one here, one there, and one over just on the other side of that lava drawer. And what I want to do is going to be relatively easy. See, Quark adds this neat feature to where we can place blocks underneath one another, and this should get us down a decent little level here. Luckily for us, we were actually, if we type in /daily rewards claim, we actually got ourselves an infinity wand in today's rewards. I'm trying to get myself to these. These integral components are going to be worth our weight here, but this is what I want to do. I want to have, a little bit of a underside to the platform so that we can do things. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm thinking that this is going to be beneficial to us. We're going to have to find a better way to get up and down, but this is going to be, like I said, very, very beneficial. We can run conduits, we can run pipes, we can do all the different things. And with the infinity wand, I'm going to be able to just bridge across this thing real easy. Now, this is a pretty neat feature added by Quark. It's also a feature unintended in Bedrock where you can place blocks below one another if you're going really, really fast. Look at Bedrock being ahead of the curve. So, this is not going to be anything fancy here. As you can see, this is just going to be some deep slate like so, and with the infinity wand, it's making very short work of this. I want to bring my power underneath and then up onto this side. So this is going to be very, very quick, very, very easy. Let's get it done. We got power over here. It is running underneath, and the 4 alternators were enough to crush all of this coke dust, so we will see how it does with things like the squeezer here. And you can see it's working, but things are not happening the best with our power situation. So what I think I'm going to have to do is set up more alternators, or we can do like a big cogwheel, small cogwheel type thing. We can tear these pipes out and get a bunch of things going on here onto different steam engines, and maybe, just maybe, that'll boost our power. As you can see, it's 33 FE per tick at the current speed. So yeah, let me grab some cogwheels here. We're gonna craft up probably a bunch. Yeah, I'm gonna craft up some small cogwheels here, and we're gonna do something better. Well, that helped. We did put like a big cogwheel, small cogwheel, and that doubled the energy output of this thing. 67 FE a tick instead of 33. There's gotta be a better way. to make these faster, but there's going to be a whole revamp of this whole system here. The kerplunkers are going to get revamped. Everything is going to get revamped. And I learned some stuff about, like, what I'm doing right here. There are things called, like, chain. Encased chain drives. Adjustable change gear shift. Huh. Yeah, we're going to have to look at some of these different things here. I don't know what this is, but this adjustable chain or encased chain drive allows you to do vertical stuff a lot better than what I've been doing here. Anyway, we squeezed a bunch of hop graphite dust, and now what I should be able to do is grab myself some coal and smelt up the hop graphite into the hop graphite ingots. And we need 4 per graphite rod, so I need 12 of these. It should be a 1-to-1 conversion. Yeah. So I have 32 here, which is going to be really, really nice. And once we do this, we get ourselves the arc furnace electrode reward. This is something that you normally don't get, and you normally have to find this off of a immersive engineering villager and get it. That is the only way. So nice that they give it to us here. But I should be able to come here and change out the blueprint, throw in 4 hop graphite ingots, and get myself 1 graphite electrode. This requires a 3. So we just gotta wait. Now the nice thing about what we're doing is once we get the arc furnace up and running, we can almost complete this part of the quest line, leaving just this miniaturization stuff for later. And what I'm excited about is getting the fluid pipes, which requires tin and aluminum and some buckets. Once we get the fluid pipes, we can then change this whole system up. Meaning we can pump water out. We don't have to have the mechanical pumps. We can actually get rid of all of this and maybe just have the steam engines running things like alternators. We can also do the same with the lava. We can change up quite a bit of things, so it is exciting to get ourselves the things. But that is the quest complete. That should complete a lot of the stuff here. 6 blocks of steel, and then I need to tear the blast furnace down. Yep, it's time. And I was letting this thing go. I almost got the coal coke done, but it's fine. We got 54 more blocks. What I really am going to need to do is grab myself a fair bit more of this and go ahead and block the water wheel off, tear this all down, and get ready. Now, the arc furnace is massive. Look at this thing. Before we click it with the hammer, we did tear down the coke oven and we tore down the blast furnace. We can make steel inside of the arc furnace right here with coke dust and iron. It's the same recipe, just going to be done up. So if I click this, yeah, there it is. So what I need to do now is I need to sure, we're going to use coal. Where is the power? Not the power up here, is it? That's when the items come out. It's right there. I gotta tear down the metal press. It's fine. We need a better spot for this anyway. I set it up just for the quest line. No. Aha. I am the winner. So, first things first, we're going to get ourselves some lead. And this is going to eat up some power, as you can see. We are going to lose power here. It's not a... it's not something that we're doing good on. I need to clear out my inventory. But it is going, right? It's fine. So I'm going to smelt this down, and we obviously don't have the power to do multiple smelts at the same time, so we will have to wait for the aluminum and tin dust. What's nice is the immersive engineering quest line is complete, the lead is complete, and I have bronze. I have all of this stuff ready to go for when we get tin, and we need aluminum, so we are going to get smelting. That took way too long to get some tin and some aluminum and some lead. I let it go a little long on the aluminum. And I have got, with the bronze here, enough things to actually complete the chapter challenges, which we will be getting a time in a bottle. So let's go ahead and submit all the things. Oh yeah, nice. That is 2 chapters completed today. And what is even nicer, there's a couple of things going on here. First things first, I think we can make these miniaturization projector dishes and the 4x space. Oh no, I need bronze plates. Oh. 6, 3, 6, 12. 12 bronze plates. I have 6. Get, what does it take for bronze dust? It's 3 copper to 1 tin. Doing math first thing in the morning is way too hard. I need 12 more. Or I need 3, 6, 9, 12 of these, which is 3 batches of these, which is 9 copper. And 3 tin. So we're going to go ahead and crush this stuff down and see if we can't get ourselves a little bit of... a little bit more bronze, and see if we can't complete this last little bit, and that will complete chapter 2. A very, very long-winded process to getting the thing that we're trying to get. So I need to get a plate press mold, which required us to get the engineer's blueprints for the metal press molds, which was blue dye paper and an iron sheet, which we have. Give me back all of these things for the moment. We can throw that in there now, and we can get our bronze, which should hopefully be smelted up. It is good. And now we should be able to just do that. Now, before we get carried away, one thing that we can do is we grab ourselves some chests, and I believe this is automatic. It's not like create, where we gotta have the tunnels and things. I believe that we can just oh, we need a hopper. We need a hopper, that's right. That's right. I have one somewhere. With all of the things that we have been able to get, including the fluid pipes, we're actually going to be able to do some very neat things. It does go straight into the chest. There we go. Nice. This isn't using a lot of power, which is really good. But having the fluid pipes is going to allow us to upgrade some of our create things. Having the availability to these different machines is going to allow us to upgrade our lives completely with the simple storage network. I no longer will have to come over here looking through chests and stuff. And I think we're going to set this thing out over here. What happened? The heck happened there? Not that I need any of that, but yeah. So miniaturization discs. I need glass and we need glowstone. Just like that, we should be able to get the 4 miniaturization discs. And what are the other things called? They are the base. Okay. It's these guys here. And that completes that. And then we just have to craft the 4 together. Nice. Nice. So, with all of that, like I said, we're going to end things here today in front of our beautiful arc furnace. I've got a lot of things that I need to do. I need to get the rest of the redstone pipes connected up to these 2 guys over here, even though we're not really using the sawmill or the mixer just yet. We will be eventually. And next time, I think we're going to look into a thing called simple storage networks here. Yep, storage network root required this lead gear, which we now have access to. We can get ourselves the crafting remote, which requires the root and glowstone and bronze and stuff like that. So I'm going to get to crushing a bunch of things. I'm going to get to smelting a bunch of things, and hopefully we will have things ready for the next episode. We can move into chapter 3 now, adventuring into different things, visiting the overworld, the Everbright, the Everdawn. It's all going to be pretty neat. Pretty neat indeed. We do need to keep in mind that some of these things that the chapter challenge wants us to get is insane. The nice thing is we are going to be moving into alchemy and gold and machines. Yep. So pulverizer, induction smelter, and the centrifugal separator. It's going to move us away from big machines like immersive engineering, and it's going to move us away from things like create. Though we're still going to have some create machines, right? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know the routine. Like, comment, subscribe. Check the description for all the ways to follow me. And I will see you guys on the next one.